back, guys. Thanks for joining me again. Just logged on to make some gunpowder and stuff, built a chemistry bench and just stocking up on that ahead of the next shooting for the next episode. Logged on and found this 168 male Therizino right opposite our base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some ramps on the side of the trap facing him and try and lead him in here. Now you may remember last time we tried to trap a Therizino, it didn't go too well. Basically the trap exploded as soon as he hit it. The reason for that is because I had the structure resistance multiplier set to, I think it's 10,000 or 100,000, thinking that that would make it sort of more resistant. But the phrasing for the config is a bit backwards in that respect, so it actually meant it was doing 10,000 or 100,000 times as much damage to the structures. So hopefully that won't be a problem this time. So without further ado, let's get some ramps built, put them in place, and then we'll see if we can lure him in there. Okay, so we've got our ramps built, so time to just fly over here and give this guy a little tap on the shoulder to get his attention, and then we should be able to just run him straight across the river into this. And there we go, hopefully that's going to be enough to keep him there. And let's go grab ourselves some of our shocking trank darts. And get this guy knocked out. Before we start that, I'm going to take that raptor out as well. Hopefully should be getting sleepy any second now. There we go. Right, we have any Magos? No, let's pull some of those. Don't have any kibble made up yet, and get started on that probably later this episode. So let's just pull 100. How much damage? No damage at all. That's good. This one, no. Oh, I did have some on me, never mind. Wow, these guys lose torque quite fast. Okay, I'm probably going to need some narcotics for that. Okay, so it's going to take a little while. Bring you guys back when this one's woken up. Okay, this guy's, yep, there he goes, he's up. So, we've got our first Therizino. Let's just pop him away and pick up the rest of what's in his inventory. Let's have a look at his stats. Okay, so nothing too great there. Health's not terrible. A lot of the points have gone into food and oxygen, unfortunately. That's fine. However, now we've got that guy, there is a 174 female, which is just a little way down this beach, so I think I can probably tempt her in there and sort of, yeah, just walk her up the beach and get her into the same trap. So we're going to give that a go. Before that, I'm going to head over and get this purple or red drop, whatever that is. Okay, so this one here is our 174. Yep, so we're going to once again just get her attention. There we go, and see if we can just get her to follow us all the way back to the base and into the trap. Do have to be careful there because I believe there's an alpha raptor up around the obelisk sort of area somewhere. But we should be able to get her in there without too much trouble. And there we go. So, you guys know the drill. I'm just going to plink her with these darts for a little bit and get her knocked out. And we'll bring you back shortly when she's sort of on her way to getting back up. Okay, so she's up. Apologies, I forgot to hit record just as she woke up, but yeah. So we've got our breeding pair of Therizinos. So let's just have a look at her stats quickly. Yeah, so she's got better health, stam, and melee damage than the male. So yeah, we're just going to crossbreed out until we get all those stats in both the male and female, and then set them breeding to try and get the mutations going. So we'll get these guys hitched up. Let's just pop you there, you there. Set that to wandering. And we'll come back in a little while once we've got first few offspring from these two. Okay, so now we've got our Therizinosaurs breeding. We've also got quite a large number of Sarco eggs from breeding those out. So what we're going to do is going to set ourselves up a little greenhouse down on the embankment there to grow ourselves some crops. So the plan is going to try and get the water inlet into this little ditch with a little bit of a puddle in the bottom. So I'm going to start setting up. I'm going to go for a hexagonal sort of build here, and let's start around here. No materials on me. Back in a sec when we've made some more foundations, and we'll get that expanded out so we can get the inlet pipe into that water there. Okay, so got our foundation built. I believe we've got a pretty decent amount of crystal back up at the base, so just go, or should be able to just transfer that from here. Maybe not, okay. So that's the basic shape of it. Now we just need to build some bits to make a roof, and then we'll get us started on the irrigation network and some crop plots. I'm probably going to use the seamless one from S Plus just to make it look as nice as we can. We'll be back in just a second once we've got those bits built. Okay, so that's the roof finished. Pretty happy with the way that turned out. And let's see, time to get this pipework laid. And there we go. Because this is S Plus, we can just hide all the pipes there. And we should now be able to pop our taps down. So I've one there, and one there for now. And let's get started on putting down some of our crop plots. Okay, so that's the crop plots all in place. We just need to add a couple more taps. I think it's just those far crop plots there that aren't irrigated at the moment. Where did we put? There we go. Okay, so they don't line up exactly, but that's actually no, that's wrong. That doesn't appear to have snapped to the other network of them. So let's see. Okay, so after a little bit of bother with the pipe work there, we've got them all plumbed in and irrigated. I might try and add another tap on this side at some point just for symmetry, but to be honest it's not perfect anyway, so I'm not too fussed. With these seamless crop plots, I'm sure you've seen this before in someone else's videos, but you can where is it? You can change the model to only have borders on some of the sides. So for that one we're going to do that, and we should be able to select model mode and copy that. Okay, so that's not really going to work out. But anyway, so we'll have to do this manually, so we'll bring you back in a little bit when we've got this sorted. Okay, so there we have it. So we've got a continuous sort of crop plot all around the edge of there. So the only other thing left to do in here really is to go grab all of our seeds and some fertilizer and start to get some stuff growing. I might change some of these so that they've got outside borders as well, or all of them. Yeah, I'll have a think about how I want that to look, and we'll get back to you shortly. Okay, so everything's planted up. Didn't pay too much attention to sort of spreading them out evenly, but we've got all the vegetables around this side, stimberries on the end here, and narcoberries in the middle, so that should be everything we'll need. Had to do a bit more fiddling. There was a couple of plots here not getting irrigated, so we've added another tap here. As I said, it's not exactly perfect, but it's certainly good enough for my liking. So last thing to add is going to be a set of stairs. I think I'm going to go with some metal stairs for that, just to keep it in keeping with the theme of the building. So I'm going to go get a set of stairs and 2 railings, and that should finish off the greenhouse. And there we have it. Greenhouse is finished. I don't know why our RG's going for a walk on his own. ARK being ARK, I guess. Let's just take that. Right. So we'll come back in a little while. Should have some crops ready to go by then, and yeah, we'll see how the Therizinos are getting on breeding. Welcome back. So we've been breeding out the Therizinosaurs for a little bit, and in the meantime we've managed to find ourselves a long neck rifle blueprint. which is 188.1%. With the crafting skill, we've managed to craft ourselves out one that's a 338.8. So just going to show you guys the difference in damage. I've enabled the damage numbers on the server. So we've got 196 damage on the standard long neck rifle and 663 on the newly crafted journeyman long neck. So yeah, really happy with that. I thought I was going to have to wait until I got some deep sea loot drops or cave loot drops before I got anything decent on that. But that's really going to help us with our taming and just generally being able to take care of anything that's giving us any trouble. And there's a headshot, nearly 2k, beautiful. So in the meantime, we've been breeding out some Therizinosaurs. We've got up to a 4 times melee mutation. Obviously we're going to carry on with that for the time being, and after that we're going to also go to a 20 times health mutation and breed the two together. Hopefully that should be enough to be able to take on at least the broodmother, hopefully some of the other bosses. And yeah, I'll bring you guys back when we're a little bit further into the breeding, and we'll show you what we've got from that.
Several days later.
So it's many days later. We're nearly done with the mutations for the Therizinos. So this one is a 19 stack of melee mutations. I was just going to name him to avoid confusion. We'll let this guy grow up. Also, while we've been away, I've made some changes to the base. I've added this little area that's going to have our industrial forge and cooking pot on it probably. Also added some more decorative touches to the ramp. So added in the railings and a bit of brickwork around the top there, and the make it look a bit more like it could actually support its own weight. The only other thing we've missed while we've been away, had footage of all of this but I had some problems with the recording, but I've made myself a better set of armour. So that is a total of about 1300, mix of chitin and I believe the hat is ghillie. So yeah, that's going to increase our survivability a bit. Before I wrap up this episode, there's one more thing I want to get done, which is obviously if we're going to make kibbles, we're going to need some sap for some of the higher tiers. So I'm going to get myself a tree platform and some taps. Yeah, that'll do. Make 2 of those for now. And we're going to fly over to the nearest bit of redwood, which is just around the corner, and get those installed so we can get some sap produced ready for when we're going to make some kibbles. Following this, I think for the next episode we're going to be probably go and get a saber and a daedon. Saber so we can get the caves done to get the artifacts we need. And yeah, we'll probably make a start on the caving in the next episode as well. So this is one of my favourite spots to put the sap taps in. You see here we've got this tree right on the edge here. Just makes it a lot easier to spot if there's any filers in it, and just generally avoid all the trouble that comes with the redwood, like appears to be some microraptors down there I think. So we're going to pop that down there to start with, and land on the end of here, and we can put these sap taps in. So one there, whoops, it's not the prettiest but that'll do nicely. So I believe at one point there was a bug where you had to access the inventory of them for them to start working, so we're just going to do that. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but can't do any harm. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it, and please do like and subscribe. Any comments or feedback is greatly appreciated. Just give me a bit of guidance and motivation to continue with the series. And yeah, going to wrap it up here, so hopefully catch you guys next time. And yeah, thanks for watching.